Hey guys, what's going on? Ken Raider here for Raydersports. How are we doing today? So, I feel like owe you guys something. Something, I don't know what. Because the sports landscape right now is pretty much centered around baseball and a bunch of boring nonsense. I've been waiting. There were rumors coming out that, the XFL was supposed to release the team names, as there has been since April and every month leading since. And it just seems like it almost isn't going to happen this month. But I do have this feeling that sooner or later it has to happen. I mean, obviously, the draft is in October. We should at least have team names by then, right? But it seems like Oliver Luck is taking his sweet ass time. And I do have a theory about this, and that is because my theory is that NHL Seattle dragging their feet on naming the team has kind of delayed this entire process. I believe that's why they had to go and they had to trademark 5 teams just to make sure that in case there's some type of similarity, they have first crack at whatever that team name is going to be. And it just seems like there's a complete mess going on with the XFL. I thought right after the showcase it would be the perfect time. We're in kind of a sports dead zone with the fact that not the only thing going on was the Women's World Cup and the women, acting like a bunch of drunken buffoons. Really, that was the perfect time to dominate the entire medial landscape. And I feel like they might miss the boat on that, because now the NFL preseason starts in a couple weeks, and we end up with the entire nation turns back to the NFL, and then you lose the news cycle because the NFL is going to dominate that, and whatever trade rumors happen in the next couple of days with the MLB trade deadline right around the corner. I feel like it either has to come out now or it'll be less newsworthy than it would have been. So that's one issue that we should look at when we talk about the XFL. Now, the only real interesting news story that I could have even talked about was the Megan Rapinos and the Colin Kaepernicks, which I could do ad nauseum, and it just feels like beating a dead horse with another dead horse. But something interesting did happen. I mean, Dan Lebatard, somebody who I actually like as a personality on the radio and on ESPN, which is one of the few, because I'm not really, big on Colin Cowherd. I'm not big on Stephen A. Smith. So, for Dan Lebatard to come out and, skip his radio show, and after his comments on Thursday where he called Trump, he went in an anti-Trump rant and pretty much got his hand slapped by ESPN with the memo coming back out that we're not talking about politics, which thank God they're not, because we got sick of that a long-ass frickin' time ago. But I do feel for the man because, he does... I will defend his right to say, to speak out because, his father is an immigrant coming over here from Cuba as a refugee, fleeing Castro, Cuba. And so I could see why he would feel this way about chance of, send Ilhan Omar back. Well, one, Ilhan Omar is a Somalian refugee who came over here legally, ended up becoming a congresswoman from Minnesota. I believe she will only be a one-term congresswoman, but I could see where he having his father and his parents in that kind of same war-torn situation coming from Cuba, I could see where he could have a problem with this. And so, getting his hand slapped, it wasn't the worst thing that could happen. I believe more it's on, it's not even much on ESPN. It's really much, I think he's taken this whole race thing and flipping it on its head. I don't really think it's much about the race as it is about the fact that Donald Trump knows how to stir up a crowd. He's in campaign mode. That's what he's going to have to do. And it just seems like every time one of these Colin Kaepernicks or Megan Rapinoes, and to a lesser extent than Lebatard, they go off on some rant, and I just chalk up another one for Donald Trump, and another one for Donald Trump, and another one for Donald Trump, because that's what Donald Trump wants. He wants to move that Democratic Party so far over to the left that it's no longer viable. It's no longer in the middle. That party looks so far radicalized that they're no longer even that they don't look sane anymore. I mean, these look at the presidential candidates. They're outlifting Bernie Sanders, and that's a socialist by all social standards. So, as I get so carried away with politics, I could talk ad nauseum. Maybe I should just start my own politics channel. Just give me something to talk about during the dead times. But please, dear God, you can see I'm grasping at straws. Anything I could possibly get. Come on, somebody do something stupid. Give us team names, XFL. Give us the team name for NHL Seattle. Give us something. God, we are dying here with baseball and WNBA and nothing else. God, July has been slow since the All-Star break. But what are you going to do? Welcome to the summer of nothing but extraordinary heat here on the East Coast. So this is just some ramblings, just because I felt like I owed you guys a video, because I haven't done anything in a while. So guys, thank you for watching. And hopefully soon we have some type of news that is, even give me a trade. Give me a big MLB trade. Give me something, please, dear God. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Ken Rayder, and I'm signing out.